Hello everybody, it's Tyler here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that I think is really underused, which is the Hallucination upgrade from the Cybernetics core for the sentries. Now the upgrade itself only costs 100 minerals and 100 gas, and it's really underused, and I think that it can actually be very beneficial for what you need to do. So let's get started. Alright, so now that we've finally finished researching our brand new shiny Hallucination upgrade, let's go over the first thing that you should be doing with it. So, as you see right here, I just hallucinated a phoenix. Now, what this is going to let you do is get a really nice scouting information without having to sacrifice a probe that will most likely get taken out by the time you get to the Zerg's natural or Terran's natural, Protoss natural even. But hallucinations are very effective against Zerg because you really need to be knowing what they're doing. So with this phoenix, as you can see, I sent it around, and now I can scout for a third base. Alright, I know there's no third base, so let's go check what he's doing in his other bases. Alright, he's getting 2 more gases there, evolution chamber, nidus network, and roach warren that's getting an upgrade. So now with this knowledge, I'm pretty much sure I can tech into immortals to counter the roaches, or go in for a stargate to counter the roaches and to try and pick off the overlord over here that was trying to put down the nidus network. Another thing you can do is fake out your opponent by hallucinating warp prisms. Now, Zergs usually have the watchtower, so I like to utilize this. As you can see right here, I go right by the watchtower so that I know my opponent sees this warp prism coming in. Now, this is going to make your opponent bring his whole army, or at least half of it, around to deal with this warp prism because they don't want to lose anything when they've scouted it. So, as you can see, I'm moving up my army in the meantime. I'm going to be taking control of the center. Here comes the whole Zerg's army coming around to defend this. Moving up my army even more. He's looking around for the warp prism because he has corruptors, so meanwhile, alright, he sees the warp prism now, he takes that out, but all in the meantime, I've moved up my army and I'm in an offensive position where I can engage his army or just pick off creep tumors, which I'm doing right here. Similar to the warp prism, another thing you can do to trick your opponent is hallucinate a bunch of probes and then send them off to a hidden expansion that you actually don't have. So as you can see here, I've got all these probes right here, and again, notice how I send it right on the edge of the Xel'Naga tower because Zergs always have those. As you can see here, let's check back to the Zerg. He's going to send about half of his roaches. No, he's actually going to go back and bring all of them to deal with these probes, because that's a lot of probes that you could get free kills for. In the meantime, I take the middle of the map, and I can make a really great push on this small army that he has right here, which is exactly what I do, and it puts me in a great lead. The most typical things that you see hallucinations used for is for hallucinating a bunch of units in a big battle to soak up a ton of damage. As you can see here, I hallucinated a ton of Colossus that will just take up so much damage, and if I had real Colossus in here, the corruptors that he had would just be shooting at the fake ones the whole time, while the real ones are in the back doing actual damage. Even though the Colossus don't have as much health as it says they do, they can still take up a bunch of damage and are really great. One last thing to add is that hallucinations can be used to hold Xel'Naga watchtowers as well. That way you won't have to risk anything like having a real unit there in case it gets killed. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and get a better understanding of hallucinations and how to use them effectively. So please like the video, favorite, and subscribe. Thanks.